Hi Flosstube, it's Sarah from I Swear I'm Stitching. Today is January 11th. This is Flosstube number 5. Welcome to my channel where I talk about mainly cross stitch, sometimes quilting and knitting. No quilting today. If you're coming back, thanks. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you see. If not, sorry. Anyways, let's see. You know, I wish I had, I know a lot of people have a specific orders they do everything in from week to week, but I just cannot get an order down. Sorry, jingly beagle. Guess I'll jump right into cross stitch. I have some FOs, and I really should have brought them this way so I didn't have to swivel, but I did not think that through. So I'm swiveling. Sorry. You know, I thought I was prepared. So, first thing I finished was for my Whipco board. The Winter Woodland Keeper was called. It's by Barbara Anna Designs. It's on 28 count linen in green sapphire. And it was called for complete, and I completed it. There she is. She's so pretty. I did do the snowflakes in Etoile, and in person they're really noticeable and they're sparkly. I have no idea how they look there. Just put her all over the screen. Oh yeah, she's so pretty. I did have a few mess ups in the skirt, but you can't tell, so who cares? So that's my first finish. And then my second finish is, you know, just like a mini finish. I did the latest frame, excuse me, from the Serial Sal by Fourth Circle Studios. The 6th frame was, I didn't iron this one, was Ramirez, the Night Stalker. And there it is. That's the shoe print. He had a very distinct shoe print because he had a very distinct shoe he wore that was not a very popular brand. She is releasing bonus squares. First one's Gacy. Now, while Gacy is fascinating, I fucking hate clowns. So I didn't want to put them on here because that's what it is. It's a clown. But she's got 1 or 2 more. And if they all 3 fit on the bottom, I'll throw them on there. I'll put Gacy on there. I'll put a creepy ass clown on there. I really hate clowns. I'm sure I'm not the only one. That's a quite common phobia. Rightfully so. Things are abominations. Sorry if you like clowns. And then I made a couple project bags because I was stitching and I kind of Frankensteined a frame together out of my long, was that 11? I don't think it's 17. My little like 4x4 frame and my 17 frame. I Frankensteined a little frame to work on Spirits of the Dead, so it's long and skinny, and I didn't want to leave it out to get dust on it, so I whipped up a little bag real quick, and in the process I whipped up a bag for my friend because she also loves dogs. And I just used the flannel fabric from baby doll quilts I made for Christmas and the pillowcase I made for my dog. Because look at the cute little beagle. Hers, my friend's is like the normal square. Mine is obviously long and narrow just so I can fit that in there and won't get dust on it. The back's just gray, the inside's just gray. Nothing's fancy, nothing special. I don't even use interfacing in my bags that I make for myself because I don't care. Usually I either have a Q-snap in them anyways, so you know they hold their shape, or I just have the fabric in it, and then I can, if I need to fold it down to squish it somewhere, I can, yeah. got no body. That's what I'm getting at. So those are my FOs. And then my whips. A Rolodex Mourning sampler was also called on my whip go board. And the goal for that one is to work 10 days. And I've worked 5 or 6 on it, I think. Can't remember. But I have too much. I don't have a big enough desk. Not a big enough desk for all my crap, and I can't sing. So I'm sorry you had to hear this. Okay, so Rolodex Mourning sampler. It is. Oh my god, you think? I think I'd have these marked down, huh? Wouldn't that be the smart thing to do? When the hell did I start this thing? I have too many project books. Ah! I have 3. I do too much stuff. Okay. So this is Rolodex Mourning Sampler. It is by Bendy Stitches Designs. I'm stitching it on 32 count Belfast linen from Picture This Plus. And this is what it looked like before I started. No, actually what it looks like, the whole thing looks like. I mean, everyone and their mother has seen the Rolodex Mourning Sampler. I love it so much. I guess I won't show it to you because somehow I've deleted it. That sucks. But that's what I had done on it. Moon and start of a tree. And then this is what I almost dropped my iPad. And then I kicked it. I'm a hot mess, you guys. You think? I've never done this before. Here it is. I didn't iron it. I just literally took it out of the frame. Q-snap this morning. But that's where I'm at. So I got some more vines on the border going and some little stars and a chunk of tree. And I started really putting in some of that, what is that? It's a weeping willow, but are those just leaves? I don't know anything about weeping willows. I just know they're pretty. But yeah, so I got a few more days to work on that. And I'll nail my 10-day goal for Whip Go easily. Let's see, what else did I work on? Sampler. January Whip Go. Oh. So, Monday, the first clue of the Cloudsfactory year-long sampler Dinosaurs came out. And I started working on it this morning. I'm not sure if I like it. Mainly because stitching with one thread, and that always feels so unnatural to me. Oh, I forgot to share. No, I didn't forget. Okay. It just feels unnatural to me. I'm used to working with 2 threads, no matter what the count. 28, 32, 36, I work with 2 strands. One feels weird and it never seems to look right to me. But I started the dinosaur, Sal, and that's the first clue. It is a Netoceratops and Oviraptor. It's on 32 count Lugana and Kiwi by Color and Cotton. And again, because I was doing it with 2 stitches and I frogged it because it looked too bulky. And now, because I swear it shrank up. I don't think it's a 36, 32. But, so I'm doing it with 1 thread. I'm not sure. I mean, that red, kind of thin, but it's also with thinner DMC. From the other ones I was working with, it's a thinner DMC. Is that even focused? I cannot tell. Ugh, I don't care. But I also fucked up right here. I have to frog all that. I'm over one too many stitches. So I've already had to frog this thing twice, and it's very discouraging, but it's so cute. I mean, on the Netoceratops, there's a little baby. So yeah, I want to get it done. I want to work on it, but I'm very unhappy that I'm having to frog a bunch twice now. And I guess once I get more stitches in there, it'll look more solid. And I may see if I have a different skein of that. Is it 815? Because it's very thin compared to the other threads. So we'll see. We'll see. And I know that that green, excuse me, blends in a lot with the fabric, but it's going to be surrounded by other colors, so I'm fine with it. If I come into a dinosaur that's mainly that color, I'll switch out. I don't care. I have no problem doing that. Okay, so those are my whips. My iPad did something crazy. New starts is, oh, I finally started Spirits of the Dead, which I flashed at you. Spirits of the Dead. I hope you can't hear my stomach. It is making some weird noises. It's not hunger noises, because I still don't feel hunger. And I ate not long ago, but it is making some weird noises. Where are Spirits of the Dead? Oh my gosh. Probably, you know what? I get it already, and I really do think I've got my shit together. I'm on the ball. I'm organized this time. And then I start talking and it goes to crap. Sorry, guys. Anyway, Spirits of the Dead by Modern Folk Embroidery. It is on 32 count Belfast linen in shale by Picture This Plus, and I'm using Silks for You Winter Wonderland silk, the more solid purple. Oh, it's so pretty. I didn't want to stop working on it. Just started with the words. Yep, I started right in the middle. Good old-fashioned middle start. Because I started in the corner, left corner, and it just didn't feel right. Like, I'm usually, since I was a kid, a middle starter. I don't often start in the corner. I do on some smaller pieces, but bigger pieces, middle all the way. So you can't really see, but there is slight variegation to the purple. Like, there's some darker, some lighter. But it's really lovely to work with. I started it on the 2nd, and then I promptly stopped the next day because I was trying to help my daughter super glue something, and I opened the super glue and it exploded on my hand and almost glued my rings to my finger. And got those off in time before the glue dried. And then, of course, I had on my thumb, tip of my finger, my main stitching fingers, and then pretty much these 3 fingers up all the way down, and then on this thumb, covered in super glue. You know, did the acetone, other stuff. It just wouldn't come off, so I spent 2 days picking it off, which meant I really couldn't stitch, especially not with silk, because I have naturally dry hands, and silk wants to stick to my hands anyways. And throw some super glue on there, and it was impossible to stitch with silk. I actually started knitting on my nephew's vest instead because the yarn didn't stick as much. It flowed through my fingers better and didn't stick to the super gluey fingers as well. So anyways, there's Spirits of the Dead. And speaking of the vest, I started for my nephew. Let me get my big ass knitting bag out. That's my sweater bag. It is Hunter by Jared Flood. That's what it looks like. I am stitching it, knitting it, what have you, with Knit Picks Swish DK and Cobblestone Heather. I really do love their, so squishy, that yarn. I have enough that I'm hoping to make myself a sweater with it sometime in the future. God knows when. Anyways, so I've got so many needles in here. I have the ribbing done, and I started on the pattern for the body. That's inside out. It's got a lot of markers on it. There we go. It's so squishy. Ooh, it's so squishy. But yeah, so it looks small because I have it on small needles. It called for larger needles, but I don't have larger. These are Knit Picks interchangeables. I didn't have a longer cable. Because while he's tall, he's not like hugely wide. But yeah, so I started working on the rib, which you can't. Why is it? Oh, because that's the middle. That's the side, I mean. Oh my God. You know what? I haven't knit a sweater in, God, years and years. I knit my daughter a couple sweaters when she was younger, a long time ago. But yeah, see, so I started the rib part, the body part, right above the rib, right above that. I can't do words. Anyways, so it's gonna take me forever to knit this for him, and I was hoping to have it done before cold weather was gone. We'll see. Kind of making it my work project, because in the winter we're slower and I can get more done. So I'm trying to get that done at work. That's my FOs, that's my whips, and my new starts. So now we'll have haul. Okay. I have first off, I bought forever ago, like the start of December, I bought a project bag. I make my own because they're easy, and I prefer the ones with the zipper on top. I can just drop in and make them big enough to fit an 8x8 Q-snap, because that's my main Q-snap size. But when I was on Etsy earlier in December, I saw this super cute gnome bag, and I had to have it. Yeah, it has a handle. Look at those cute little bastards. And it doesn't scream Christmas, so I can use it. Who am I kidding? If it's screaming Christmas, I still use it. I still use my Halloween bags. I don't care. And look how cute those ones are. Look how cute those guys are. I love gnomes. And that is from KreativeCarolDesigns on Etsy. Like I said, I ordered it forever ago at the start of December, and I didn't get it until recently. But I knew that was probably going to happen. You know, she says right on her Etsy page that it's going to be a few weeks. It's the holidays. She sent me a nice little thank you and thanked me for my patience. But like I said, I knew it was going to be a while. I wasn't concerned about it. KreativeCarolDesigns. Oh, I've never had a vinyl front bag. This is my first one. I'm hoping stuff doesn't stick to it, like my pattern and stuff. It must not be an issue because everyone seems to use vinyl front. I don't have to see what projects. I don't mind unzipping my bags and looking in them to find out. So I don't know where I was going with that. So like I said, vinyl doesn't matter, but it is nice to be able to have a couple different fabrics to ooh and ah over. So I'm very excited about that. Let's see. Excuse me. Sorry. And then I got my fabric of the month for December from BeStitchMe. I'm sure everyone has seen it by now. If not, look away. I recently switched to her neutrals. I was doing the, I don't know what it's called, where 1 month you're neutral, 1 month color, you switch back and forth. But I have so many colorful fabrics, I decided I need to up my neutral game. And then I also switched a couple months ago to 36 count because I realized I needed to up my 36 stash And this is a beautiful neutral. Not too crazy. Lots of great things will fit on that. I can do a lot with this fabric. Lots and lots. So pretty. Oh, so pretty. Perfect neutral. Excuse me. Itchy nose. And then I won a giveaway from Lynn X Stitches Creates. She was giving away, excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Nope, it passed. Anyways, she was doing a giveaway for some Almond M&Ms silk in Rapunzel, and I've never had Almond M&Ms, so I threw my hat in and I won. And I put it on this little floss drop. It's real pretty yellow and like a denim-y blue. So that's exciting. Looking forward to working that into something. It's just nice to have a stash of, even if I don't use a lot of overdyes and a lot of silks, it's nice to have a little stash so that when I do find something to use them for, I have a lot of options to try and to see what I really like. Like I love the Silks for You. That is stitching up wonderfully. I'm really liking that. I like this because it's not overly soft. I like that. Thank you, Lynn. And then I move some of this junk. Ugh. I was watching Candace K Flosstube, and I was catching up on when all my regulars when I've watched all their updates and I'm out of stuff to watch. I don't want to get into a TV show. I find someone new to watch. So I found Candace K, and I was binging the past couple of years of her stuff, and she showed this on one of her floss tubes. It's called the Steady Betty Bridge Supreme for sewing, and I got that because I hate when my pins get stuck on that lip. Plus I like that it has the seam allowances, the guides. So I got that, and then since I was buying this, I also went ahead and bought the seam guide ruler. So you put it under your needle, and you put your needle in there to make sure you have the right seam allowance. And it's going to be good because I'm going to use it to make sure I have my 1/4, and then stick my big old magnet. I don't know what they're called. Magnet seam guide? I don't know. So I'll have it there because I don't like my 1/4 foot on my Juki, the one I have for it. So yeah. So hopefully this will get me sewing my daughter and her best friend's quilts. Motivate me if I buy some crap to do some crap. Hopefully I'll get some crap done. But I'll have to wait until all my Christmas stuff is put away because it's blocking my sewing desk. So there's no sewing happening until my husband moves that stuff down. I would do it, but it's heavy and my basement stairs are steep and I will fall and I will break my neck. He won't even let me mow the lawn because he's afraid I'll somehow chop off my foot. So that tells you a little bit about me. Very clumsy. Prone to accidents. So I think that's all I have for you guys. No sewing. I showed you my knitting. Oh, if I showed you guys my socks, they're what I've got in my purse for when I go to like the doctors. Like I had to go to the doctors. I had to have blood work done yesterday, and I had to go to the doctors today. So I didn't want to take my nephew's vest because it's bigger and there's a pattern I have to follow. So I always have a pair of socks on the go that I can just toss into my purse. So, and these are just going to be my usual boring toe up stockinette socks. Right now it's a hot mess. It's a lot of, there we go. an unnamed colorway, I believe, by Artsy Gal. I don't even know if she's dying anymore. This yarn is very old. It goes from red to green and back. But I've got my toes done, so I'm starting the foot. These are, like I said, will get very little love unless I have to go to the doctor's, because I need to knit that vest. The cross stitch, I want to avoid doing it because I love doing it, but I do need to work on that vest more than anything so he can wear it before he outgrows it. He's 17, so I don't think he's done growing. But yeah, so I will work on these more in a couple weeks because I do have another doctor's appointment. I have my 1-year surgery appointment on the 26th, and that's in Columbus. So I don't know what it has to do with anything. Usually if I have an appointment in Columbus, I get a hotel the night before because I'm about 2 hours away. But like when I get my EGDs done, there's usually really early in the morning, so the night before we get a hotel. But my follow-up appointment's not until like noon, so I don't have to go to a hotel or anything. I can just go in the morning and take my knitting, and while I'm waiting for my appointment, knit my socks off. And that's it really. I went to the doctor today because I'm having back pain. So I've had it for about a year now. A few weeks before my surgery last year, I had some major back spasms, and I had to go to the doctor and get some shots. I think steroids and pain and one other shot. And then I was sore for a couple weeks. I went and, I got a massage, got my back cracked, adjusted, and then I had my surgery. And then after surgery, everything hurt. So it kind of took away from the back pain a little bit. But once everything else stopped hurting, my back was hurting, and then it just kept getting worse. And I chalked it up to rapid weight loss and being more active. So, so I started doing yoga and stretches and getting massages and getting adjustments, and nothing was helping. And in the past month or so, it's gotten so much worse. I have a weird numb spot on my back, burning pain shoots in my back, crossing down. And so finally I saw my doctor, and she said, I can't remember what she called it, but she wants me to have physical therapy. And then if that doesn't help, and if my numb spot doesn't get better, I'll have to have an MRI. So I really would have just liked to skip everything and have the MRI. I think I have a pinched nerve, but I don't know. I'm not the doctor. But my insurance won't pay for the MRI till I try the physical therapy first. But hey, maybe I'll get lucky and physical therapy will make it all better. Because as I speak, it hurts and it burns. And you just learn to live with the pain. But sometimes it's so bad you want to cry. Yeah, so that sucks. But anyways, what else? Oh, Christmas is coming down. Well, Christmas is down. Christmas is gone. But it's still winter, so I have snowman up. That makes me happy. Can you hear my dog snoring? They had to go out in the cold while I went to the doctor. They have a doghouse full of hay, so they weren't freezing. But man, you would think I'd left them outside for a week. They come in and they crash hard. I think that's it, guys. I'm just gonna ramble. Dog is cracking me up. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else going on. Work as usual. Doing my thing. Got a new lady. That's fun. That's it, guys. Plans. I guess I've said what I'm going to do. I'm going to knit on my nephew's vest, and I'm going to work on the Rolodex morning sampler for at least a couple more days in the month, anytime I want. I am going to try to get half of that Netoceratops done to see how I like it with the one thread. It's so weird for me. It just doesn't feel right working with one strand. But hopefully after I frog that little bit and work on it some more, I won't hate it, because I really don't want to hate it. I want to love it. Oh no. Shush. Shush, 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 shush. Sorry, Steph. Another random bark. Scared me. Yeah, okay, so, and then I do have to start my daughter's quilt. I have to start on that quilt. One of those quilts, both those quilts. I have to get those quilts done. They will be 17 in April and July, and I told them that I'd have their 16th birthday quilts done before they turn 17. I just need to make the quilt tops, because I will send them away to be quilted at Missouri Star. And I will pay for I'll pay, I can't remember how much it is, but I'll pay extra to have them do it quick, because I made a promise. I'm a bad mom. Okay. Anyway, those are my plans. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for giving me a try. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Thanks. You guys have a good one. Bye.